Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Ty Knobloch, aka Ty Movie Database, and in tonight's video, I am going to be ranking all 9 seasons of How I Met Your Mother. Before I begin though, if you love movies, TV, entertainment, then you are definitely in the right place. Make sure to smash that red subscribe button down below and ding that notification bell to get notified about my latest videos. So I would appreciate it if I had more subscribers. I just started this channel yesterday, so I posted my first video yesterday on the Emmy nominations, so it's great. So without further ado, here are my rankings of all 9 seasons of How I Met Your Mother. Worst to best. Let's start off with the worst. The worst of the worst. At number 9, the bottom, is the final season. Season 9. This season has been panned for its ending, for its series finale, and its terrible choices for the finale. It started off great, but then it took a sophomore slump with the finale. First of all, okay, if you have not seen How I Met Your Mother, or if you have, there will be some major spoilers, so be warned. But the reason season 9 failed was the infamous series finale. The infamous series finale. That's right. The infamous series finale. Okay, there were some terrible choices, like Barney and Robin have their wedding, only for them to, get divorced. And then we are finally introduced to the mother in the episode How Your Mother Met Me. And then trying to think. And then the ending. And then there's like a scene where Robin literally floats away from Ted. Like, that was a weird scene. And then we get a cringeworthy Lin-Manuel Miranda. Yes, Lin-Manuel Miranda was in a season 9 episode. And I was like, oh, Lin-Manuel Miranda is there? Cool. And then he just plays this cringeworthy passenger. I'm like, what does this have to do with... Why is Lin-Manuel Miranda there in the first place? I am not sure. And then, what truly disappointed me and fans was killing off the mother. Spoiler alert, killing off the mother. After 9 years of teasing the mother's identity, they just kill her. And then for Ted to be with Robin. Man, that ending ruined my reputation of even watching How I Met Your Mother. Even Allison Hannigan was disappointed. Even Allison Hannigan, who plays Lily, was disappointed by the ending. And it didn't provide us with the closure that we all deserved. But on the bright side, there is an alternate ending on YouTube. You can check it out. Once I viewed it, it saved my reputation of never watching How I Met Your Mother again. But it saved that opportunity of me watching How I Met Your Mother over and over again. So, season 9, get out of here. Get out. That is going in the dumpster. Okay, moving on. Number 8, season 8. Season 8 got... We all know most fans know that season 8 started to dip down a bit, and it did start to dip down due to there are a few standalone episodes like the Anima breakups, but it just started to get less interesting. It just didn't it just took a plane and then like crashed down. The writers were starting to run out of steam. First of all, Lillian Marshall tried to attempt to navigate parenthood, and the Ted, Barney, and love triangle takes a dramatic and disappointing turn following the episode. What's that episode? I have to look. Hold on. Hold on. Oh yeah, the Anima breakups. That's why I mentioned. Okay. The Anima breakups. And then Ted takes some drastic measures to avoid the newly engaged couple between Barney and Robin. But then, bright side, in the final moments of the season, we are teased by the writers by finally introducing the mother, played by Kristen Melody. You might recognize her from Palm Springs, if you've seen Palm Springs. So, season 8, it's okay, but not that good. It's not as good as the other seasons, so it's an okay season. The good and the mediocre elements of the season even out to a okay, but just not the best, in my opinion. At number 7 is season 7 for me. Season 7's biggest issue was the pacing. The pacing was terrible in season 7. That's the bad part about that. But it still managed to take us. It still managed to show some emotional moments, like Lily and Marshall having their baby, Barney proposing to Quinn, Victoria, like fan favorite Victoria returning and into Ted's life, and we get to see some old running gags like the slutty pumpkin and the new running gag, the ducky tie. Which, speaking of ducky tie, Barney is wearing the ducky tie on the cover of the complete series, so that's nice. And then what's truly sad is that Robin isn't pregnant. Robin can't have kids, and that's we all feel bad for Robin, especially for Barney. So, all in all, season 7 was a solid, but season 7 was a so-so season and just didn't hit that mark. Just missed the mark. It just missed the mark. So, due to its bad pacing and due to its slow pacing and stiff and due to its slow pacing and stiff plot lines. So, yeah, At number 6 is season 6. If you think I'm gonna count down all the way to 1, I'm not doing it. So, anyway, season 6, it 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 was so much. It was better than season 7 and the other seasons, season 8 and season 9, but it just didn't stick with me. Except for its memorable episodes like Blitzgiving and Oh Honey, guest starring Katy Perry. Isn't that exciting? And then the bad news episode, I was on the verge of tears. Why? Marshall loses something near and dear to him. Someone near and dear to him. Not, spoiler alert, not Lily, Marshall's father. This was one of the most gut-wrenching moments of the show's history. And Marshall's dad died of a heart attack and unfortunately did not make it, so we all feel upset for him. But on the bright side, Barney finally meets his father. Barney finally meets his father, who he thought it was Bob Barker, but it was John Lithgow. John Lithgow's character. And then we get some very good episodes like Subway Wars, which is my favorite, and Glitter, guest starring Nicole Scherzinger, and the catchy song Two Beavers Are Better Than One, which I think was sung by Robin Sparkles when Robin was still a teenage pop star back then, but I don't know. But overall, season 6 was solid, but not as stupendous as the first 5 seasons. So it's solid. Just didn't quite hit the mark. At number 5 is season 3. Season 3. This is going to surprise a lot of fans because season 3. The reason I ranked this on the number 5 slot, I love the season. But it's just brilliant. It's brilliant. It's just at number 5. So we get some an ill-fated romance between Ted and Stella, and then the return of the Slapbat featured in one of my favorite episodes of the season, Slapsgiving, which was very hilarious, accompanied by Marshall's hilarious song, and we get to see more of the Robin Sparkles. And then Barney and Robin start to have a relationship behind Ted's back, so yeah. And then we get, spoiler alert, the funniest out of the bunch. And then How I Met Everyone Else. It's an origin story of how Ted met Marshall, Lily, and Barney. Because in the pilot episode, they met Robin. So, yeah. And then Miracles, which, it was a great episode. Oh, there's also cameos from Enrique Iglesias and Britney Spears. Isn't that surprising? And then we also start learning more about the mother, starting with the yellow umbrella, which Ted is holding in the cover. Overall, all in all, season 3 it wasn't perfect, but it was still a strong season, and it was getting close to hitting the mark. It was getting close to hitting the peak. All right, moving on. At number 4 is season 1. season one, season one is great. Season one's great. Season one is a strong start to this series. And the writers had to prove critics that this was not another Friends knockoff. The characters were introduced quickly but strongly. I just didn't really get to know the characters well, first of all, but once I saw it, once I watched the whole season a second time, I really stuck with it. It really stuck with me. We also get some pretty iconic moments like ding 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 ding, the pineapple incident, which is one of my favorite episodes of this show of all time. And then Ted's rain dance, the blue French horn, which is on my profile, photo on my channel. So, and then Ted and Robin getting together, and then Lily and Marshall, like their relationship starts to crumble into square pieces, into tiny bite-sized pieces. And then I am left on the edge of my seat of what's to come next. But while it would take a very long time to get to the mother, it was still a great season all around. So season one ranks at number 4. At number 3 is gonna surprise a lot. Season 4. Season 4 is amazing. It's amazing. And why? Because Lily and Marshall move into a new apartment room. Robin moves in with Ted. And now that Barney has slept with 200 women, he is going to attempt to sleep. He is now setting his sights on Robin. And they are addicted, and the gang is addicted to interventions like Marshall's hat, Lily's fake accent. What was the other gang's interventions? I don't know. Let me look it up. Hold on. Let me look it up real quick. Hold on. Let me look it up real quick. Hold on. Oh yeah, Barney's frequent magic tricks, and then like Barney's favorite magic tricks, Marshall's hat, oh yeah, as I said, Lily's accent, and then what did Robin have and Ted have? I don't know, but moving on. But season 4, it had countless laughs, and this was unfortunately the only season to be nominated for the Emmy for Outstanding Comedy Series, which is a shame because I think it deserved more recognition. So season 4 was just great. It was just amazing. At number 2, season 2. Fans recall this as one of the best seasons of the series so far. And the writers have yet to reach their peak. Lily and Marshall finally get back together after their fall at the end of season 1. And then the slap bed is introduced. And then the legend, wait for it, dairy episode slap bed is introduced. And then the 2-part wedding episode and Swarly are highlights. But slap bed is the best episode of the entire series. No question about it. But it also introduces us to Robin Sparkles. And then, of course, the catchy song, "Let's Go to the Mall." Yep. It makes it impossible. It now makes me impossible to visit malls without singing out loud to "Let's Go to the Mall." Overall, season 2 was just outstanding. And the last season at number 1 is gonna be top notch. And number 1 is season 5. Season 5 was perfect. It was the perfect season for me. It was so perfect from start to finish. I got introduced to Doppelgangers, Barney's Playbook, Return of the Slap Bet, and Ted's new job. Oh, at the end of season 4, I loved the end of season 4 where the gang takes a huge leap from one place to another. That was an outstanding moment. That was one of my favorite moments of the series. Okay, back to season 5. Anyway, season 5, it celebrates its 100th episode for Barney's Emmy-nominated song, "Nothing Suits Me Like a Suit." No wonder Neil Patrick Harris is so talented. And his catchphrase, "Suit up!" into our lexicon. True story. Oh, and then Ted dates the mother's roommate, Cindy. And then yeah. And Marshall and Lily are trying to contemplate parenthood, and Barney and Robin date. So season 5 was just perfect. There was also another favorite episode of season 5 besides the playbook. It was Girls vs. Suits, Jenkins, Slapsgiving 2, Return of the Slap, and then Homewreckers, and then Doppelgangers, obviously. So overall, season 5 was just the most perfect season of the entire series and is the best of the bunch, in my opinion. That's it for my ranking, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if there's any How I Met Your Mother fans. Let me know what your ranking is down below in the comments. I'll see you guys next time. And don't forget to keep on databasing. Don't forget to like and subscribe.